Thanks, Tim. Thanks, David. First of all, to the two of you for organizing the great venue and having everything set up. That was all perfectly organized. And I think we had quite a nice Hackday yesterday. Was the first one, the first StripeCon Hackday. Some brief facts. We've been like 25, 30-ish people. Several PRs were created. We had some trends effects contributions. And what I like most about the Hackdays, developers helped developers. So that was the spirit of the Hackday. It was not like we had not an official challenge that everybody was supposed to work on. We had that bring your own project, bring your own idea, philosophy. Of course, we had a guy from Silverstripe like introducing us a little bit to the process, how to contribute to the project. And for those of the participants that didn't like have anything particular to work on, they were kind of invited to work on issues, pull requests, and so on. But really, I want to get back to that point. What I really loved was that you mixed and mingled, so we didn't have to perform any awkward like matchmaking games so that people start to talk to each other. You did that on your own. I'm very proud of you. That's not natural in a developer conference. So that was really cool to see like the teams mixing and people like walking up to each other, asking for help, asking for advice. That was really cool. So thumbs up for you guys. I just want to present a few highlights. And a lot of modules have been started. And the first one I want to mention is James's module, the Purple Spider. I think everybody knows him. He's cooking up a nice module about the elemental block selector. It's about enhancements. He will have a little lightning talk later about that. So I will just show one screenshot I received earlier today. So it's about, please show some love for that. For everybody that already used like elemental blocks, you know, when you have a site with a lot of blocks, it can get a little messy if you want to pick a particular block. Especially if you like haven't touched the project in a while, then you go to the backend, you want to like select a block, and then you are overwhelmed by the amount of blocks, and you wonder, what was this block about exactly? How did it look? And James is here to solve that problem for us. So there is grouping in the blocks, and there's screenshots from the blocks. That, of course, reduces the need of like describing a block, having like very descriptive names, because as you can see from the screenshot, you will immediately see what the block is all about. And this is all I'm going to say right now, since James will have the lightning talk later. Other thing that is in the making from Lerny. Is Lerny here? Do we have him? I've seen him earlier. Classic. So I thought I think there is not an official title yet, but I would like to say it's some kind of real-time UI for background task output. There is a video. I'm not sure if I can play it here. I will try. Yes. Check that out. Kind of nice, right? So something that really speaks to us developers, because we know this from CI pipelines and the like. And if I got it right, Lucas, then it's like basically build tasks that can be triggered from the backend, and then the output is supposed to show in that frame. And that I think is kind of cool, because then you don't just have to hope for the task to run in the background, and if it doesn't, you don't have to go to the server, check the logs. You will immediately be able to see that, and not only you as a developer, but maybe also like backend users. And this will be like a whole new approach, because then you can think about build task logs that are like not only developer targeted, but really end user, backend user targeted. So quite a nice idea, I think. I hope you will finish the module. Yeah, Andy and team, those guys were on fire yesterday. They started a lot of modules, they updated modules, they handed in pull requests, did all sorts of stuff. One really honorable mention is that they started on a module called Ultra. Ultra is actually some kind of open source capture alternative, because I've been told like the popular capture solutions are all paid now, like $10 a month, and let's face it, we don't spend that money. And I think they have already a skeleton of the whole thingy. It wasn't like in an alpha state yesterday, but I'm guessing you guys keep working on that. And please let us know, because it will save us some money if you get that finished. There was also some work about Elemental again. I think, Steffen, you worked on that one. It's about a block copy to clipboard functionality. So if you have like a specific block element and you already configured it, there's title, there's text, there's all sorts of config you have for that block, and you want to have the very same block on a different page, you can now copy the whole config to your clipboard. And really, the JavaScript clipboard, at least this is how I understood it. And when we concluded the Hackday yesterday, I think you were halfway there. You were able to put it to the clipboard, but not back yet. So there's cool progress. I will be on the lookout for that. Please keep working on that. Looked very promising. They created a DeepL adapter. Who knows what DeepL is? Most of you guys probably, right? It's a really good AI-based translation service. And I think it's an extension of one of Werner's modules. Werner had this Fluent import-export module. And actually, I never used that, sorry, Werner. And it has some kind of auto-translate functionality. And they created a DeepL adapter so that you can use that backend for auto-translate your texts. The man himself, Andy, worked on his VThelper module. I think it was updated, not to version 6. I think it was working with version 6 before, but he like tweaked it, patched it. And they also made a PR for the CMS theme version 6. I saw that on your machines, looked good. Thank you for doing that. And actually one module, I received a Slack message yesterday at the 10-ish time in the evening that it was already published. Hendrik, shout out to you. We have a new Excel export module on the blog. And in the README file, it says this module makes it easy to export a set of Silverstripe objects to the Excel file formats and CSV. Is it fair to say that it's ready to use, or would you say it's alpha or beta? Or is it already rock solid?
It works for cases I tested.
Sounds good.
I will do that in production next week.
Sounds good. Great.
We can do a lightning talk tomorrow and test it.
That'd be good.
For everybody to help. That would be a good idea.
That would be something. Yeah, but be careful, otherwise Werner will make you write unit tests.
Never been any problems with CSV files. I mean, it's easy.
No, never. The whole economy are based on that. Okay, another module that received some updates. It's from Bettina from PixelPoems. It's a cookie consent module. And yeah, the description is a simple cookie consent banner for your Silverstripe website. It uses the cookie consent version 3 script. You can use it with Fluent translation module. It looks kind of cool. It adds a new section to your settings. It adds a tab, cookie consent, and you have the config. You have like presentation of yeah, the usage itself. I'm not sure if I'm the right person to explain that module because we have the one here. So if you have questions about that, ask Bettina, or make sure to scan the link and check it out for yourself. Thank you for doing this. Next up, one thing that really was started yesterday by Bart from Acronica, and I'm saying that right? Acronica. Okay, thank you. So that was kind of nice because in the pitches in the morning, he just explained us his idea that he thought it would be cool to have like a backend CMS leaderboard to make content creation an engaging experience. Very salesy. I like that. And yeah, at the end of the Hackday, it was already done. So he showed me a screenshot, and this is meant to be, you know, to encourage content authors to be active. They can collect points, they can have badges. We have that leaderboard visualization. So a cool thing that was built from scratch during the day yesterday, And this is like one of the things that I love about Hack Days, because this is something I'm not sure if you would have done that during your day job, but Hack Days are here to tinker around with ideas that you have in your head for quite a while. And yeah, this is a perfect opportunity to try it out. And ideally, you already have an outcome after a couple of hours. So thumbs up, man. Nicely done. Make sure to scan the code. Okay, one thing I'm very much looking forward to today, it's Gabriel's talk. He's on later this day. And it's about WebSockets and PHP. And we know this is a thing on its own, because I don't think that really PHP was built for like real-time back and forth communication, not being like an always on runtime first language. But I've seen like his demo yesterday. He was tuning his demo for today's talk during the Hack Day yesterday, and it already looked kind of promising. And I can only imagine that this could be helpful for a leaderboard situation if you want to have a live update in the leaderboard, and also maybe for Lucas's module with the messages from the build task. So there's like a chance for good collaboration here. So looking forward to that one. One more thing I really liked. Andreas from PixelPoems and Bennett from Andy's team teamed up and revisited the awesome Silverstripe list. Let's face it, we all love these awesome lists to get some inspiration. They have a work in progress Google Doc. It's not like all polished and published right now, but they agreed to share a read-only version of the Google document with us, so everybody can have a look. If somebody thinks there is a module that should go on this list, please approach Andreas or just write it on the Hackday Slack channel. I'm not sure what your plans with that list is. You told me you're not sure if the original awesome Silverstripe repository will be updated, or you're going to publish that on the S2 Hub page. I'm guessing you will let the community know once it's there, but you already can take a sneak peek with the QR code here. Yeah, he won't accept pull requests without unit tests, I know that. All right, and that's nearly a wrap. You can see it was the typical Hack Day atmosphere. You can see Leonard and Sheldon at the top. And really, I have to say, it was really heartwarming to see all the developers sit and hammer code into the machines, because that's the whole reason why we're doing all of this. Thank you.